So I started looking up how to do the Gwenpool missions. It's saying I have to do things in the cities to unlock access to those missions. So I'm gonna try and do some. Let's see if I can get anything unlocked at all. So only 5 missions, but here we go.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe if I cut out Derek.
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you aren't too busy.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah, probably unrelated. Man, it's cold.
Hey! Stupid snow. Taking forever to plow. Engine's all busted up.
You know what they say. If there's too much...
Don't forget to buy milk.
Huh? What? What's happening? Get out of the way, Snowstan!
Gee, thanks, true believer. Excelsior!
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now?
Oh, the cold never bothered me. Oh, anyway. I don't care what anybody says. I love you, Hawkeye.
Is it odd that I'm... Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for entry into the Terrible Tinkerer's Technical Track Trial. All you need to do is make it up to the top of the tower without hitting the sensor. Complete the trial and you will be rewarded with a solid block of... The massless field flux should self-limit.
The immortal Iron Fist is ready to face any challenge.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Not bad. I suppose you've come back anytime you want to challenge the course. I could always use more test data, and there might be other rewards for you.
All systems engage. Okay, let's show 'em what we got.
Thank you.
If I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, I'm gonna do something.
Dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Where should I go for lunch?
Not exactly my kind of thing. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
That's blown it. Doesn't look like I can ride it like that. Looks like someone's already fried this elevator. Elevator is not worthy. Hopefully elevator number 2 won't let me down. Be a doll and open it up for me, would you?
I am Groot?
Well, that's not technically a cube, and it's definitely not the cosmic kind I was after. That was bad intel. Very bad intel. How about you take that thing and we just forget this ever happened?
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
Hey, bub. Lend me a hand? I'm losing my mind trying to find the John in this place. It's like a maze up here.
I have a feeling I'm in for some strange tales today.
I don't know what the mook who designed this place was thinking the way it's laid out. And the buttons for controlling the doors are all over the place. Unless we just wired it up wrong. Think we're getting close. I can feel it in my pipes. We made it! Oh, thank goodness. Come to Papa. Wait, are those pumpkin bombs? Ah! I suddenly don't need the restroom. Please don't tell the guys about this, okay?
Ah, something for my next session of magical studies, perhaps?
Citizens with suggestions on how to improve Chronopolis can submit them to the big chasm surrounding my citadel. Your idea is being thrown into the abyss. I actually have a very impressive...
around here.
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
Don't mind me. Just a teeny minor situation at the old super supply store. All under control. Take it you noticed the floating? Very sharp. I spilled a drum of anti-grav on myself. Don't come in, though. It's all in hand. Now, where's that emergency override?
For Manhattan.
Hey, get out of here! This place is covered in invisibility serum. The you break it, you bought it pop? So, you're, oh, there we go. You really saved the day there, hero. Such fine work deserves a prize. if you take a nosy in that cash register, there should be a little something something for your trouble.
Ooh, I can't feel my face, right?
I always thought Kunlun had a city.
See you again soon. Quick note, the water in those sprinklers.
The master said...
See you again soon. Quick note, the water... Where is this guy? I didn't realize we were...
In what peril have I become ensnared this time?
Do you wanna think about what you're doing? No?
Thanks, Set.
Great job. I knew you could do it.
Tampering.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I get one of those?
I know we've got a whole new bunch of problems now, but I have to ask. Did anyone ever sort out that poor guy's tire fire in the last day?
Yes. Quite lovely.
No matter how old you get. Walking through...
No! Help me!
Somebody owes me a blue stud.
There was some questionable training taking place.
No! Help me! Ah! No! Help me!
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him.
This is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody ever!
Okay. Visit, live, destroy. Mwah.
Someone just bumped their way to the top of my best heroes list.
superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. She'll learn to tune it out. Look like something big?
Now show those guys.
Right. Let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the can.
Can you believe they're still making video games about losers like the Avengers? They already had their turn. 2, in fact. Though I'm not sure if they're both strictly canon. Either way, when was the last time you saw a game with a duck on the cover? The industry needs to change, starting with my new game, codename Project Egg. Sadly, my Quackstarter campaign fell through. So I'm gonna need to find the funds for this thing some other way. Think you could help me find a wealthy entrepreneur that I can hit up for the dough? You won't regret it, kid. See what you can find out from the folks around here. There's gotta be at least one money bags in this joint.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy opening.
The thing they don't warn you about when working at the bank is the folks who keep you working late drying off waterlogged treasure. How'd it get so wet? And why was there so much of it? Whoever it belonged to must be rich.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I give one of the...
That old prospector over in the Old West said he pulled a big hole of something out of the water the other day. Didn't say what it was, but he was winking so hard I thought he was going to hurt himself. And he was soaking wet. What a strange fellow.
I need a change of scenery.
You know Howard the Duck? I got something I was hoping you could pass on to him. A big slap upside the head. That feathered crook stole my sandwich.
Oh, I can't wait.
This snow's been real bad for business. My poor store's been split down the middle. Hey! The balloons, all the fan-favorite balloons are stuck on the side of the store that I can't get to. Ugh! Just thinking about the money I'm losing is making me lightheaded. Ah! What are you doing?
Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on.
Two Manhattans. Ha ha ha!
Sorry to bother you, but yeah.
Hey, how'd you get in there? Don't you go popping any of them balloons, you hear? I mean it. Not a sit. No! Ah! What are you doing? Just take your filthy brick and get out of here.
Where should I go for lunch?
Help me!
Thank you for rescuing me!
Now that's what a real hero looks like.
I really want to roll a big snowball down the mountain. But times are hard enough in the city without giant frozen boulders hurtling towards the place.
Ravonna, is this a new TV? I can't figure out...
I need a change of scenery. Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
ATM refused my card the other day. Apparently because my bank doesn't exist in this universe anymore. So now I'm pretty much living on a diet of bits of old shoe, which is surprisingly good if you leave it to soak in rainwater for a while. I hate the way Kang watches us.
Yes. Quite lovely.
I'd been saving up for months to buy my dream car. But since everywhere I needed to drive to no longer exists, I don't need it anymore. So I did the logical thing and burned all my money.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disappointing voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Hey, at least we still have our health. Oh, come on.
Hey there. Hope you brought enough layers. Looked like something big was going down on top of the...
So what do you got for me? Well, I appreciate you passing on the message without the violence. But technically it was more of a croque madame than a sandwich. They set the money on what? Ugh, that could have been our meal ticket. Well, that's tragic, and a little bit disgusting, and absolutely no help to me. Could be something there. If we can confirm it wasn't just an old booty dug up.
All right, let's go.
Promising. If we knew who cashed in that loot, we could definitely hit them up. So putting what you've told me through the old Detective Mellon, we can deduce that the old prospector over in the Old West recently came into some serious cheddar. This is perfect. The only thing now is to figure out how to convince an old-timey prospector to invest in a Talking Ducks video game. But that won't be the weirdest thing I do all week by any stretch. Thanks for the help, kid. Oh, and if you run into Forbush, man, could you tell him the funds are in the bag? Last I heard, the poor guy was looking into making money through social media marketing.
Ooh, I can't feel my face.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though, it's really dangerous out there.
No! Thanks. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna have to defend myself. Much appreciated.
Shame Kang didn't bring that into Chronopolis. Guess he must have had a budget to stick to.
Thanks. I'm gonna go take a hot bath.
Bricasso has done it again. The optical suggestions of the negative space bring the distinctive formal juxtapositions of crowbar, watermelon, Friday. Oh, the way one travels through the dog bowl. The artist has created a powerful metaphor for how one can be transported by flavors and magic dog bowls. Fascinating. I didn't realize this was an interactive piece. Truly fascinating. The latter is a particularly apt piece given our current situation, for it is the very thing we need to escape this collapsing building. Fabulous, darling. Just fabulous. That didn't sound healthy. Unless it was meant to do that. Art is so diverse these days. It's hard to know what the rules are.
I'm all over this game. At what point do I stop being a cameo and start being a star?
Believe me when I say there are no artworks I'd rather be trapped in a building with more than these. If you're interested, we have a skull. I hope you're leaving us feeling enlightened. Was that guy with you?
Welcome, students. I am your sensei. Are you ready for the trial?
Sorry to bother you, but yep, you guessed it. Some crime near you needs fighting.
There's a suspicious man skulking around behind the city. I could hear him mutter something about the White Gorilla cult, so I'm staying well away. To earn the sacred relic of these mountains, you must navigate the course without letting your feet touch the snow.
There's no way we can pull that off in this suit. I can't see a thing.
But you're the one with the eye holes.
Oh, I guess we're going then. You're the one who started walking.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
Listen to your sensei. Go faster, silly dragon. Chop, chop.
Right, let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave.
Oh, man, I can't wait to have the Iron Fist. I'm gonna toast marshmallows over it.
Make it to the end, and you'll be... This will be a true test of your inner chi. Only the strongest will survive. You touch the snow, so back you go.
So, did she ever explain the suit, or what?
My magic appears to be well suited to deal with this.
Are we there yet?
Beware, for the course only gets more perilous from here.
Oppressed? We are not oppressed. So long as we obey all the laws and report all infractions, we lead real...
So far, so good.
Beware, for the course only gets more.
Didn't hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays. That place has really gone downhill.
So, did she ever explain the suit, or... Have you lost your mind? Stop jumping in the snow!
Oh, man, I can't wait to have the Iron Fist.
It's always reassuring to see Shuri doing her rounds.
So far, so good.
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra pet regulations? How embarrassing for them.
Make it to the end, and you'll be rewarded with Kunlun's sacred treasure.
Did you see the dogfight earlier? It was all...
This will be a true test of your inner chi. Only the strongest will survive.
Are we there yet?
It's Red Skull Tuesday. Congratulations! You are the winners of today's Kunlun Fun Run. And it is my honor to bestow upon you the mountain's sacred treasure, this fabulous gold-colored brick.
Say chi!
Kunlun Fun Run? You said this was gonna make us into Iron Fists!
I was told that we had to brave a trial on a mountain. How was I to know this was the wrong trial?
Join us tomorrow where 2 more unsuspecting fools will embarrass themselves live on national television. Goodbye, folks. Take the prize already, guys.
We don't want your stupid prize! Ugh! How do you get out of this stupid costume?
Maybe this is just our life now.
If some kind superhero could...
Oh, snap! I went to get a haircut off. All right! My hero!
Didn't hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old riffraff in nowadays. That place has really gone downhill.
Got it. Aw, man.
Thanks. Man, it was cold in there.
Ugh, where's a translator when you need one, huh? Lucky for you, your girl Gwenpool is fluent in Macaque. Now, let's see what's got this guy's bananas in a bunch. Okay, so it sounds like the little fella is challenging you to try out his, snowman-based training? Well, that can't be right. Let me try that again. Nope, that was it. Snowman training. Because, of course, any martial artist worth their salt trains against inanimate piles of snow. So, you gonna humor the little guy and give it a whirl or what? He says, hit harder, faster, stronger, better. Though, if you ask me, as long as the snowman goes poof, what difference does it make? Bad news, he's talking to himself. Good news, both he and himself seem impressed with your snowman slaying. Well, how about that? He says you smashed enough snowmen in a random time limit to satisfy his ice lust. And as a reward, he's gonna let you play as him in the game. Now ain't that the macaque's bananas? Eh? Okay, I'm done. Gwenpool out.
Interesting specimen. Shame, I've probably got about 1 million of these at home.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
There's a crime happening.
Why, I'm yet to be complimented on the fact that I managed to get not one, not two, but three. You just don't get from other conquerors.
The master says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing these. Cool here. I think
What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom. So, the bank called and told me my assets had been frozen.
We're about to start tonight's performance. Quickly, take your seat.
All citizens should be aware that the following locations will be renamed as soon as the necessary paperwork is drawn up. London will become Kangland. Manhattan, Manhattan. Xandar, Kangda. Medieval England, Medieval. Sakar, Sakang. Wakanda.
We're about to start tonight's performance. Quickly, take your seat.
I preferred the movie. And the book. And the dream I had that one time.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
Isn't that the guy who played, what's his face? You know, in that thing?
I'm so tired.
Come on! When's somebody gonna hit something?
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Maybe just credible rather than incredible, but for the first night, not too shabby.
Great! Now, can I go back to bed?
Turns out the Cave of dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
In what peril have I become?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. Bonnie's voice isn't yelling at me.
Oh. Did you see the dogfight earlier?
That was fast. I'll let you know if I find any others.
Comrade, I need your help.
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Conqueror or President Zola? I can't decide which one I love the most. Oh, what am I saying? It's President Zola. Definitely President Zola.
Exhibition happening up in that ruined building? Man.
Thanks. Man, it was cold in there.
How am I supposed to make the greatest production the world has ever seen under these conditions? You! Yes, you! Make yourself useful and fix that generator. Our debut performance of Hulk, the musical, is well behind schedule. And we have power once more. But where is our star? Is he still asleep? Someone wake him up! A stage without its star is like soft serve without a cone. A mess! Our star is probably still sleeping in his trailer. That boy can sleep through anything. Hurry and wake him up! Ah, there you are. Get on that stage already.
All right, already. Get off my back, Dad.
And try to look a little more awake.
But that's my secret. I'm always sleepy.
All right. The show's about to begin. I've saved you a seat in the front row. Sit down and behold the magic of musical theater.
It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
Ugh, this is the worst. What's with all the dancing? It's so unrealistic.
Oh, I love this part.
I was just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out pretty well.
Yep. Definitely prefer these shows when they ain't doing the talking.
But I'm so tired.
This is your glorious leader, Kang.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Maybe just credible rather than incredible, but for the first night, not too shabby.
Great! Now, can I go back to bed?
You played a major role in this performance yourself. Allow me to thank you with this.
Nice. But I guess it...
Maybe we'll see you at a future show.
action happening up in that ruined building? Man, I do not get.
Yes. Quite lovely. It might be a slightly controversial opinion, considering all the people who've been uprooted from their homes, but I actually think this Chronopolis place looks rather picturesque in an unorthodox sort of way. In fact, I was just thinking how nice it would be if someone, perhaps a kind nephew of mine, were to take some lovely photos for me. Only if they had the time, of course. That's very kind of you, dear. Thank you. Now, what kind of picture would I like? How about a picture that features a sphinx, that big floating bowl-looking city, and Kang's big electric tower? That would make for an interesting mix, don't you think?
Near your location. Can you go take a look?
Is this a new TV?
Ooh. Did you forget what I asked for, dear? Not to worry. What I'm after is a picture that features a sphinx. That big... Thank you, dearie. That looks lovely. Unfortunately, all my picture frames are back home, which is in who knows what dimension. So, until someone sorts that business out, I'll just have to unload the picture to sociable media. If I think of any other pictures I'd like, I'll be sure to let you know. And of course, if you need anything from me, don't be a stranger. You give your Aunt May a call once in a while.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple.
Don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I just want to go home already.
Comrade, I need your help.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
We thought we were in the clear after being rescued from the base in Siberia, but it seems we were wrong. Not long after our return, the other members of the Winter Guard went crazy, started attacking everyone in sight. This behavior, it is a lot like what happened back at the base. I'm no scientist, but my guess is that this is some kind of delayed reaction to the presence's mind control radiation, which means the only way to save my comrades is to fight them. And for that, I will need your help. Excellent. Then we should hurry and look for my comrades. Fighting the Winter Guard will be no, how you say, cakewalk in park. I should know. I am one of them. I just hope we can deal with them one at a time. These are the Presence's men. We must be on the right track. Foolish humans, I hope you're prepared to be beaten. You leave me no choice but to cry. Surprise! You call this a challenge? I have battled the great and powerful Hulk. Enough with these small fry. We must hurry and catch the big fish.
So, you are the ones who would defy the Presence? Prepare to be destroyed!
Sasha, my friend, this is not you. Stop this madness.
Do not test me, furry beast! Face the power of the Dark Force! The might of the Presence is absolute! Don't stand in our way!
definitely not a career highlight.
Mikhail, where am I?
Welcome back, my little Ponchiki. I'll explain everything when I've rescued the others. For now, just rest. Come, comrade. We must rescue the others. Let me guess, you're wondering why I wasn't affected by the radiation. I'm gonna put it down to my extra body mass. Or maybe bears are just immune. But again, I'm no scientist.
We're not gonna get attacked again, are we?
You leave us no choice but to bear arms. You mess with this doesn't put me in a very cuddly mood. I am not your garden variety anthropomorphic bear. I am Ursa Major, King of Bears.
I'm too young to be removed from the glory of the Empire!
They were no trouble.
No one can stop the might of the presence. I recommend you surrender, little bear.
I don't want to have to hurt you, Dynamo. Please, you must fight it. Wait, did he call me little?
Move aside, or I will simply blast you aside. You are no match for me. The presence will have his revenge. I will see to that. Prepare to feel the sting of defeat. What was I just doing?
I'm glad you're back with this, comrade. Wait here. We still have to help Alexei. Now, we just have to save the Red Guardian, and this will all be over. More of these small fry. They must be gluttons for punishment. I'm going berserk! I'll put you into hibernation!
Anyone who says hyper-empire isn't...
You really think you stand a chance against the unsurpassed power of Ursa Major? They were barely worth our time.
So, you made it past the others. Well, the Red Guardian won't go down so easily.
Your mind is not your own, Alexei. Don't let the presence manipulate you.
This is your first and final warning, villain. Don't stand in my way! How about I reshape your face? Never underestimate the science of punching! going on?
It seems you have returned to us, comrade.
What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented crew anyway?
Well, we did it, my friend. It brought me no pleasure to fight my comrades. Well, maybe Dynamo. He gets on my nerves sometimes. But I'm certain that once they've recovered from battle, the Winter Guard will be back in action and mind control free. Even with my strength, I couldn't have done this alone. Большое спасибо, my friend. If you ever need a helping claw fighting Kang, you can depend on me.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'm in.
I heard it was you that helped Mikhail. Thank you. My mind is back to normal, but my body may take a little while again to fully recover from our fight. Why not kill some time with a race?
You know, that was a nasty bump you gave me earlier. I guess I should thank you, though. Better to have a little bump than be some mind-controlled slave. I should be fit to join your cause soon. Though, you know what I always find makes time go faster? Racing!
Thanks again for what you did for me and the rest of the guard. Ursa joined you, right? Well, I'd be a bit of a heel if I didn't too, but... Well, I've been sitting here a while waiting for someone to do this race. I'd feel stupid if I left now. Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue.
I always wanted to be a superhero when I was a kid.
Up here! Mind helping me down? Yes, you're going to need my help to get Stan out of this pickle.
I see you're not much for the gentle approach. While you're here, could you find my mate? He went looking for some cooking ingredients or something. That was 3 weeks ago.
Hey! This looks useful! Let me try! Let me try!
Phew! Thanks. Bit cold in there. Found my ingredients, Mark, and I reckon we can use them to whip up a tasty aroma that'll coax this nutty fella out of the ground.
If you say so, Jeremy. I was kind of thinking we'd just get out of here. But whatever.
Think you can help get our stuff ready? It's time for the legendary culinary crusader to do his thing. Enter Iron Pan. If we work as a team, we can roast this turkey to perfection.
But I've seen you burn cereal. Also, how long?
That's it. Keep it steady. The heat must be applied evenly and true. No! My fiery nemesis has struck again! Quickly, my savoury sidekick, quell the sea of flame!
Translation, put out the fire.
Make way for the star-spangled man with the plan.
It is done! Today's secret ingredient is teamwork.
Well, that's a lovely-looking turkey, Jeremy. Let's hope it helps Stan get...
Behold, as it beckons the beast. And stop calling me Jeremy.
Hey, thanks, guys. How dare these supervillains meddle with the most loquacious man in comics?
All right, we saved the day. Can we go home now? If it's even still there. How long have we been in here?
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
Anyone who says Hydra Empire isn't an inclusive place is a bare-faced liar. I have...
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
This is the best pizza in Chronopolis, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. You want me to shovel all that snow? That's too much, man.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
Superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was
This is the worst thing to ever happen! Someone just bumped their way to the top of my best heroes list!
Where is this guy? I didn't realize we were working with such a diva. We booked this big cosplayer to come and MC our upcoming fundraiser for the Fuzzy Foundation, but he's running really late. And I reckon we're past fashionably late and creeping dangerously close to, oh nuts, it's gotta be bad guys late. As you might have noticed, I get antsy just sitting around waiting. Let's say we go look for him. All right, time to hit the trail.
Feel like I've been walking for hours.
I forgot to ask Koi Boy exactly who this guy is cosplaying as, but I'm sure we'll know him when we see him. How good can a costume be? Uh-oh, trouble's a-brewing.
Isn't that Squirrel Girl? Oh no! She's onto us!
We can't let her ruin our plans! Get her!
You think these guys have anything to do with our missing cosplayer?
I've noticed some criminal activity not far from where you are. You know what to do.
Over already? Well, they didn't seem to like us going this way. Ha! So let's keep doing it.
Stop them! Don't let them near the containment cell!
Containment cell, huh? They must have our guy locked up!
I've noticed no one has thought to write a national anthem for our great nation of Chronopolis. So here's something to start you off.
You know, it's only just occurred to me, but we could be on the trail of something totally unrelated to our cosplayer situation. Well, no point worrying about it now.
All right! My hero.
Making Chronopolis a safer place, one sleazeball at a time.
Don't they call her the unbeatable squirrel girl? I'm just saying, maybe rather than try to beat her, we just, you know, run away!
Quiet, you fool! Get her!
These guys are no real challenge. I beat Fing Fang Foom, yo!
Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? This is all a misunderstanding. This is just a really convincing costume.
It's the same as you.
Do you know the rodent female squirrel girl? Maybe she can get me out of this mess.
Whoa! Is that MODOK? No, wait. Something's not quite right.
Yes, exactly! I'm not the real MODOK. Just a charming professional imposter, also known as a costumed player. I was supposed to MC that fundraiser thing, but I was imprisoned by AIM for defecting.
How are we gonna get you out of there?
You'll need the password to open the cell. Assuming you haven't already clobbered them all, the lackeys around here should know what it is.
All right, guess we have a new mission. See what you can dig up about that password. I'll hang here in case anybody important looking swings by. Those AIM guys should be a bit more willing to talk after we showed their buddies what we're made of. Let's use that to our advantage.
How long is this going to take? I'm starting to go a little stir-crazy in here.
I'm still shocked that MODOK would defect from AIM to help Squirrel Girl, of all people. Ask me, he got what he deserved getting thrown in the slammer.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice...
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies. Whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
No matter how old you get, nothing beats walking through fresh snow.
You're a lifesaver.
Woo!
Don't I feel stupid when those fancy Nueva York fellas come gallivanting in with their magic boxes and their mud-free medicines?
You don't scare me. I'll never tell you where my great-great-great-uncle's pirate treasure is buried. Never! Oh, the password. They don't tell me stuff like that. Just pirate treasure stuff. Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man, I do not get that fancy art.
Ah! Don't hurt me, please! I've got a cat to take care of! Oh, Princess Snuffle Meow! What have I got myself into this time?
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum, where can I get one of those?
The password? I couldn't tell you it even if I wanted to. All I know is the guy who set it up used the name of his cat or his dog or something. Seriously, that is all I know.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
I don't know nothing about no password. But I do know that at a rate of 1,667 words per day, it would take 1 month to write a novella. Does that help at all?
To all citizens complaining about the so-called Manhattan blizzard, just be grateful I didn't park your stupid city next to the dark dimension originally planned.
So, find anything out? Ah, the more you know. Not much use to us here, though. Pirate treasure, you say? Wait, that's not what we're here for. Take this seriously, would ya? That sounds useful, but not on its own. We need more. That loser's opinion won't help us crack the password. Weird name for a cat. Got a feeling that'll be relevant somehow. Okay, from what you've told me, I think I've got it. The password is...
Man, it's cold.
Princess... Snuffle Meow? Oh, boy. Let's just hope it doesn't need a 3 instead of an E or something.
Bingo!
Sweet freedom! Thank you, kind squirrel. And friend.
We did it! Seems like I'm not the only one who can use their awesome conversational skills to win a fight. Now we can finally get this show back on the road. Thanks for your help. Soon as he's had a chance to compose himself, I'll help MODOK here get to the event safely. You mind running on ahead to let Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy know? I left Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy in charge of getting Central Park ready for our big bonanza. Maybe you could give those guys a hand for me?
Thank you for your help. See you at the fundraiser.
Where should I go for lunch?
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball.
Another crime, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
Why do bad guys never seem to understand the concept of first?
I could have totally been the Iron Fist. Well, maybe I could cut out Derek.
All this danger lately really makes you realize how precious every moment is. Oh, a free snack bar for sitting through a 3-hour seminar. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, snap! I went to get a campfire for Bob and the frozen guy in the cave, but I got so distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for a picture.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be.
Your eyes in the water see anything yet?
Nope. Maybe we scared him off already.
Squirrel Girl sent you? Good timing. We could always do with a little extra manpower. On top of our current chipmunk and fish power, I mean.
When SG asked us to clean Central Park up ready for the Fuzzy event, we thought she just meant picking up soda cans and stuff.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
What she declined to tell us is that a whole bunch of villain types have made this place their official stomping ground. We can't go 5 minutes without some random gang of goons showing up to cause trouble.
I guess you can't blame them. It is rather pleasant around here. Chilly, but pleasant. Anyway, We better get ready to rumble. My eyes in the water tell me we've got some trouble incoming.
The master said...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, guys, be ready. The Fish Force are telling me our enemies are closing in.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for the Chipmunk Corps to take lookout duty? I mean, it's not like a fish can take a high vantage point.
No time for that. Now, we must fight!
Time to honor our promise and clean up this park for good.
But with foot sweeps instead of street sweep. Purrs.
And shoving instead of... shoveling?
This is not our best material.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers, man.
What are those sticks called that you use to pick up trash?
Trash sticks?
Oh, right. Kicks instead of trash sticks.
I'm all out. How many more are there?
Weren't you the one with eyes in the water?
Yeah, someone kicked dirt in the pond. Only thing they've got a visual on now is a big brown cloud.
The way Kang watches us. It's so creepy.
Well, either the situation's getting worse, or I am. I choose to believe the former.
This is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody ever!
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for a picture.
Find somewhere else to hang out. This is our turf now.
If you guys wanted to show up early, you should have sprung for the early bird tickets.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
I forgot to pay the deposit on that popcorn machine.
Oh boy. Doreen's really gonna let you have it.
Where should I go for lunch?
If I have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements, I'm gonna do something.
Something might...
Woohoo! Score one for the cleanup crew.
What's that? Our new hero squad name? I didn't sign off on any new hero squad name.
We can talk about that later. We're seriously behind on our preparations for the fundraiser.
Oh yeah! You're coming to that, right? It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have snacks, music, a MODOK cosplayer, all sorts of cool stuff.
MODOK? That's who you got to MC?
He's the only guy we could get at this short notice. Anyway, it'll be a blast. Hopefully, we'll see you there.
I hate the way Kang watches.
Nice. But I guess it'd be worth more in its original packaging.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh?
Hey, you didn't think you could be that helpful and not unlock a new Gwenpool mission, did you? Go check out that bad boy.
Thanks again for earlier. Stop by the fundraiser if you get a chance, okay?
4 Manhattans. Ha ha ha.
If you have your camera with you, dear,
Is there a person out there who can understand my vision? Working with Howard on this video game of his has been problematic. He laughed at my idea for the final boss, but I think he simply lacks the imagination to grasp its true awesomeness. But as an accomplished game designer, this is a problem I know how to fix. Some ideas are better to show than tell, so what we need is a prototype. We'll get you dressed up as my villain and show off your awesome villainy skills. Skillany. So, you in? A smart decision. I'll show you my design for the character. You've signed an NDA, right? Whatever. Get yourself looking the part, then we can start the demo.
I've noticed a number of people complaining that the roads in Chronopolis are a bit of a mess.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
I went to the hair dryer to thaw off the frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, just like my mom.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for...
Looking good. We're lucky I managed to arrange this meeting with Howard. He's usually crazy busy on the phone with publishers all day and... Wait. We don't have a publisher yet. That lazy.
For Manhattan.
Soon as Howard shows up, I'll rustle up some enemies for you to fight.
All right, Forbush, make this quick. I've got another meeting after this. About meetings.
But we're the only two people working on... never mind. Feast your eyes on Cock-a-doodle-doo!
What?
No one is safe from this foul enemy.
Oh, good. Poultry jokes.
I assure you, this villain is no yoke.
And not even original ones.
Fried don't know what you mean.
Ugh.
Cock-a-doodle-doom lays her enemies to waste with devastating expertise.
The puns are making me like it less. You know that, right?
If you think she's done with you yet, you're fresh out of clock.
No.
Where should I go from?
It's already that.
And scene. So, what do you think? Pretty hardcore, right? Pretty intimidating, right? Pretty...
All right, stop saying words. You can put your stupid chicken boss in the game. But if any of the kids at the focus test start crying, it's coming straight out again.
You won't regret this, Howard. If the folks at ChronoCon don't love it, I'll eat my saucepan.
Oh, shoot. ChronoCon's coming up. What are we doing standing around yakking? We gotta get the game finished.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we actually had to make the thing. Thanks for helping us out, pal. If you're going to ChronoCon, make sure to drop by the stand.
That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
You did a thing! Which means you've unlocked another thing! That's right! An exciting new Gwenpool mission awaits!
Speaking of ChronoCon, you did get the tickets, right?
I thought you were doing that.
This is what I get for teaming up with a walk.
I've picked up a crime taking place near your location. Can you go take a look?
Fake news reports are being...
Man, I do not get that fancy art stuff.
actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud. I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
The bank called and told me my...
I've picked up a crime taking place near your location. Can you go take a look?
There was some questionable training taking place.
I need a change of scenery. I'm so sick of the cold. I want to move someplace hot. You know anywhere hot? Oh, but I hate the beach, so sand is a big no-no for me. So come on, recommend? Where do you think I should move to?
I always wanted to be a superhero when I was a kid.
I don't know. I don't know. Asgard? Yeah. That place must be crazy hot with all that flowing lava going on. And none of that awful sand. It's perfect! I'm heading there right away.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy. Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
Not exactly my kind of thing. Anyone else want to give it a shot?
What?
No! Help!
Why do bad guys never seem to understand the concept of personal?
Thank you for rescuing me!
Citizens with suggestions on how to improve Chronopolis can submit them to...
Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them, go take them down.
The world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Lightning and martial art mastery may be priceless. It's definitely possible. Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I...
A reminder that one lucky citizen can win themselves...
Thanks. Man, it was cold in there.
Hey, it's you again. You didn't tell anyone about our little incident, right? We ended up tearing all that stuff down. We got the wiring completely messed up. I mean, can you imagine something actually being set up that way on purpose?
Doing exactly what I'm told is just the best.
Farmer really needs to up her security. The little blighters are constantly escaping and trading mud all over the place.
That guy driving the Sphinx through town, that was definitely an infraction, right?
Strange has on his sanctum?
Citizens complaining.
I was...
Superhero supply store.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
Okay. Visit, live, destroy. Moi, Nueva York.
I suppose even the Black Panther has limits.
Thanks for getting me out of that jam, true believer.
We'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
Some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
Thanks. I'm gonna go take a hot bath.
Interesting specimen. Shame, I've probably got about 1 million of these at home.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside.
All citizens should be aware the following locations will be renamed as soon as the necessary paperwork is drawn up. Kunlun will become Kanglan. Manhattan, Manhattkang. Xandar, Kangda. Medieval England, Medieval Kangland. Sakaar, Sakang. Wakanda, Wakanda. Lemuria, Lumeria.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly.
out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
I'm trying to look at the last location for this stuff.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another.
Right. Let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. What do you mean, somebody already?
Time to get to training.
Help! Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Apparently there's some gangs around. Time to get to training.
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble.
This is your glorious ruler, Kang, with a quick message to whichever citizen just beat my high score on Hexagon Blitz. I hate you.
Maybe you've already seen it, but some trouble is going down near where you are.
There was some questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
So I've been thinking about this Kang guy, and I don't think I care for him very much.
I want to be just like you when I grow up. But I can still grow.
Is it odd that I'm really craving ice cream?
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Enlightenment and martial art mastery may be priceless. Those plane tickets definitely cost something. I saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier. Maybe I've been up here too long.
Hey, you're back. Find a use for that not-so-cosmic brick?
My hero.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
Right. Let's go get that.
Citizen Zone.
Right. Let's go get that Nexus fragment out of the cave. What do you mean?
So cold.
You want me to shovel all that snow? That's too much, man.
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though, it's really dangerous out there.
If you have a minute, I've got a new mission for you. After Kang decided to blow up my helicarrier to show us what a big deal he is, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents on board were scattered to the wind. Most of the agents have returned safely, but we still have a few rookies who've yet to report in. Your mission is to head up the search party for these rookies. How about it? All right. I've transferred the rookies' IDs to your radar. That should help you narrow down their positions. Given the current situation with Chronopolis, it's highly likely the rookies will have run into trouble. Be prepared for anything.
Adams, if you could just step back and stop making those scary faces at me, I'm sure we can reach a peaceful resolution. Oh, man. Training did not prepare me for this. Don't hurt me.
That was a little embarrassing.
Oh, you saved me. Thanks. Now I can report back to Director Fury.
You guys don't scare me. I have mastered the deadly martial art of the cowering goat. Behold, the intense shockwaves emitted from my cowering are shaking you to your very core. Did you see that? I'm totally onto something with this new fighting style. I'd better go tell Director Fury all about it. There was some, questionable training taking place on the mountain earlier. Must be some new kind of ancient martial art or something.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum, where can I get one of those?
I flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Stay back! I've come too far to get my uniform dirty in some stupid fight. Seriously, don't come any closer. There's only so much I can do with a lint brush. Oh, a hero! Right on time! Thanks. I really only joined S.H.I.E.L.D. for... Anyway, back to Director Fury. The hand! It must be the hand! Nobody else could concoct this.
You guys can threaten me all you want. I'll never divulge S.H.I.E.L.D. secrets. Never! Well, thank goodness you're here. I was just about to sing like a bird. Now go get him! Nice going. True, the only... Now back to Director Fury.
Nice work. That's all the rookies accounted for. Hope they didn't give you too much trouble. They may not be our most capable agents yet, but everybody's got to start somewhere. And now that's taken care of, I'm officially out of S.H.I.E.L.D. business. At least until this Chronopolis thing gets resolved. In the meantime, if you need any help out in the field, give me a call.